Hello YouTube, this is Wolfen here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far today. Today's video is going to be on Obsidio, a new game that came out early access Friday night, at least Friday night my time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. But it's another game on the lines of Phasmophobia, Ghost Hunter's Core. This one does have you finding the ghost and exorcising the ghost. The twist on this one is you use your evidence, your evidence tools, to determine what steps you have to do to exorcise the ghost. But you have to observe everything in the house to determine what type of ghost it is. And there are 8 types of ghosts so far, and each one requires different things like holy water or crucifix or rune and candle, Jesus statue, or there's a few items. Well, I'm going to show you everything, but the game's hard, and the reason why it's hard is because it's not gathering the evidence. The gathering the evidence is just like all the other games. It's not, it is what it is. It's not really that hard. One of the evidence things is a little hard just because you're trying to find a little freaking Russian doll statue. That they're whatever those things are called. The little dolls inside a doll inside a doll. That thing. But it's the observing everything in the house, so it will figure out what type of ghost it is. Because your ghosts are effigy, rusalka, demon, shade, oni, yuri, mare, or chimera. And what you observe in the house will give you clues on what type of ghost it is. And I made actually a spreadsheet for all this because I was like, there's way too much crap here. There's 80 things. Now this is if they didn't clean up the observation stuff and they doubled up on stuff. Like, let's say, because there's like one thing that's like open doors, but then there's also close open doors. So is that the same thing? Is that separate? Don't know. But off of everything off the list, there are 80 separate items that you have to look for. But I've probably played, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 hours so far, and I'm loving the game. The difficulty on it is amazing. I love the puzzle part of having to observe everything in the house, just to try to figure out what type of ghost it is. And everything that it is like you got common, uncommon, rare, very rare. So you might have 5 different things that you've observed in the house. There might be 3 different ghosts that have all 5 of those things, but one of those ghosts probably have 3 or 4 of those things that are common to it or uncommon to it, where the other ghosts are very rare or rare. So those ghosts would be thrown out the side. You'd go with the 1 or 2 of the other types. So there's a lot of puzzle pieces that you're trying to put into each other. So I'm loving it. Still, I still love my Phasmo. I'm still actually enjoying Ghost Hunter's Core now that I've changed up a little bit how I play. But I'm thoroughly enjoying the fact that this is going to get added into the list of games to play. It's still very early access. I mean, it just started early access 2 days ago, so the graphics are still a little bit common. But I'm sure that will all get cleaned up later on. But right now, if you get it on Steam, I think for 1 week, I think they're doing a 10% off. So for right now, you can get it on Steam for $10.99. So I would from what I've played so far, I would highly recommend it. So, but let's get into the game a little bit, and I'll show you around. Let's go to live scene. Let me turn up the volume again. All right, so I'll show you the tutorial first. So here's our tutorial, our little signs here. Breakers used to add power to the house. First, you must open the front panel. If you play it on, I think, non-hard, if you uncheck hard when you're picking your map, the breaker usually is off. This then allows you to turn on lights in the house. Be careful turning on too many lights can trip the breaker. I'm pretty much doing the same thing I do in Phasmo. I rarely ever turn on the breaker. I don't care about the lights. When in the lobby, press B. That lets you get to your map to choose. There's 3 maps right now. Jay's journal. Pick up items. You must have to left click them. Then once in your hand, click F. In this game, flashlight isn't something you have to carry around. Simply press T. In this game, you seriously need to manage your heart rate. Hold H to check your heart rate throughout a contract. To lower your heart rate, simply walk outside and get some fresh air. So the higher your heart rate, the more active the ghost is going to get, from what I've gathered. So thermometer, same thing as like in the other games. You're looking for below except in this game, it's either not freezing or it's freezing temps. That's it. So if it's freezing temps, that's a piece of evidence. If it's not freezing temps, you don't care. But if you get freezing temps, make sure your heart rate is above 140 before starting an exorcism. So if you go to your journal and exorcism steps, so freezing temps, this will want you to have your heart rate to 140, and H is your heart rate. Like right now we're at 60. Go outside, you're fine. I have a tendency to have my heart rate up at 200 all the time. Music box, really cool little music that it plays. And all of these things that here, don't worry about. It's all in your journal. If you get a music box, this will show up in your journal under exorcism steps. So you don't have to memorize any of this stuff. So the pod basically is just, put it on the ground, ghost walks over it, it makes a beep. Ghost writing is ghost writing, it just writes in the book. Radiation pills, radiation, you'll get radiation in the room, off and on. This, let me just pick this up and show you what it does. So one of these cabinets has a Russian doll in it. Or at least one of these are supposed to have the Russian doll in it.
I will catch you.
Oh, there we go.
Devil.
Pick it up. Then most likely
I'm
what
watching.
will happen on your
Behind you.
the spirit
I will
box.
catch you.
By the
Miserable.
Matryoshka
God is
doll
here.
hidden somewhere in the house and place it by the Bible.
God is dead. I'm watching.
But I normally start with that in my hand and that on me and this in my hand, looking for the orbs to try to find the room. And you're wanting to get close, like you said, you have to get decently close before the spirit box starts going off. Then that's the Bible that you normally almost always have to carry in. Make sure you've completed all the clues before starting the exorcism, or the ghost will hunt as soon as it fails. You only get one shot at this, make it count. These are your items I was talking about. So that's your holy water. That's your rune. That's some creepy little freaking doll, which I haven't had to use yet. Crucifix, cup, salt, and candle. I've not had to use that one yet, or that one yet. And this is just your room to test your items in. But most of these items are just like what we've used in Phasmo or Ghost Hunter's Core. Like this, the one difference I have seen with this is you want to get as close to the spot as you want, or as you need, because that's where you're going to put your Bible in all your items. So like minus 13 is it. So if I was going to exercise anything, I'd be throwing everything in that little spot right there. That needs to go there. But like that doll would go right there. And everything's about like 3 meters. So it doesn't have to be on top of each other, but it helps. But that's that. Let us go ahead and get in game now. Yeah, I'll show you around the house part. The house having to observe everything in the house um is the real interesting part. Oh, actually, let me back out of this real quick here. Let me show you the controls. The controls are a little bit different, and currently you cannot change the controls. I'm sure later on that's going to change. But let's go to controls. So WASD, normals, buy menu. This is basically picking your map when you're in the lobby. Your journal's J, just like Phasmo. Use item is F. So instead of, so basically whatever you pick up, like your EMF or the recorder, you turn it on by hitting F. Control, crouch is left control, which is kind of clunky, to be totally honest. Though, honestly, if I would have been playing this game first before I was playing anything else, I would probably be okay. But now that but since I've been playing Phasmo for like 8 months, it's a little clunky for me right now. Flashlight's T, heart rate's H, drop items G, pick up, interact is mouse 1. What they don't tell you on this is you can carry 2 items. You transfer between your items with 1 and 2 to go back and forth between them. It's not the mouse wheel. I kind of wish they used the mouse wheel. That'd be way more easy, way easier. But right now they've got it set to 1 and 2. All right, now let's play. All right, so come up to the board, hit B. So we'll do Potts Road. Click off hard mode when you're first starting, unless you just want to go and try to look at hard. To start.
You're all set up. Radio me and when you want to leave.
All right. So like I said, I normally start with the camera and the recorder. Then I'll put the camera in my hand and I'll walk around looking for orbs and trying to find the doll. Everything kind of drops into the room, so that's why every once in a while you'll see stuff that's kind of like just falling. That would be why. Oh, turn on the torch. Okay. So already we observe that it likes to throw and smash plates. So let me go over here. Throw, smash plates. Yeah, let me bring this over here real quick and show you what I got. I made this the other day. So basically I made this little spreadsheet. So I've got my 8 ghosts and then every little thing that it can possibly be. As you can see, there's 80 different things. Now some of these could possibly be doubles. Like there's a throw plate and there's a throw break plate. Or throw smash plate. So since it's broke, I'm going throw smash plate. If it wasn't broke, I would probably go throw plate. So let's bring this back over here. But yeah, I made this. I put it out on Obsidio's Discord, under their general tab. If you want a copy of it, let me know, and I'll send you a link to my Discord, and you can pick it up from there because I've also have it on my Discord. But this is the thing I love about the game, is you have to. It's like, you're looking for the ghost room, so I'm like looking for ghost orbs, which not every time it's going to be a ghost orb. That little dino, the ghost will move often. Will move sometimes. That's a piece of evidence. So, but right now it's still right where it's at. Then we look in here. Sometimes the bathtub will be filled with blood. Okay, there's another piece of evidence right there. Rotten mirror and a bloody knife. So I would basically go over to my little spreadsheet and put in. Let me close that door. So I'd go in here and rotten mirror. I just put an X on the outside of it, just so so I can. The thing is, I don't know if that's a throw bloody knife or what that is, to be totally honest. there's a lot of these little evidence things that I'm just not quite sure on, because I've never seen him throw the bloody knife. So more broken plates. But no, but this is the part I'm loving about the game is, yeah, I'm looking for the ghost, and sometimes I forget to be looking for the ghost, and I'm more concentrating on looking for the evidence, or looking to see what the ghost does in the house. Right, so now we go down to the basement. In this house, the breaker is back there. Back in that corner. I'll show you here in a minute. So let's take a look, see if we see any orbs. But there's the breaker. Right now the breaker is off, that little red dot. Remember, the other thing we're wanting to do is walk around and make sure we don't have a doll somewhere. Which are also, but it's the whole, you know, looking around, seeing if you've got any evidence. Yeah, he's throwing plates like crazy. So no orbs. So what I normally try to do is I go in, okay, another bloody knife. I look for the orbs first. Okay, open drawer. Open drawer is another piece of evidence. Or another clue, I guess you can call it. Let's go outside. Oh, and we got gravestones. So let me go back here. This back here, and I love this. This is awesome. This is about your only safe spot. You can't, once the hunt starts though, you can't get out here. But this is basically your one safe spot in the game. So let me go over to here. Dig graves. And we had, what was the other thing that happened? Darn it. Can't remember what the other piece of evidence was. It was in that room over there. So let's go back in here real quick. We had another bloody knife. Oh, open drawer. Open drawer. Because all of your evidence, I mean, all of this stuff is like I was saying, open drawers, open drawers, open drawers. Is either common. So if you go to your Ghost Wiki, so let's go to effigy. So common things that happen, uncommon things that happen, rare things that happen, extremely rare things that happen. I made this spreadsheet because it was easier for me to look at all of it at once than to be tabbing back and forth. Okay, I don't really... That might just be moving items. We're still looking for the doll. To see if... Okay, so more evidence here. Oh, he moved... Okay, they moved the dino. And they knocked books off. That's two more... Oh, wait.
He's here. He's here. It's over.
There we go.
Behind you. On the ceiling.
Okay, so let's...
God is dead.
We can drop this.
It's over.
Pick that up. I'm going to take it to the middle hallway. I'm just going to drop it here because we don't really know where the ghost room is yet. We didn't see ghost orbs anywhere. So we're going to drop that. Let's go back out here real quick. And we had books and moving dino. So go back over here. We've got moving dino. Yeah, there are 80 different pieces of stuff. Books. Knock books off the shelves. And our piece of evidence is we have a spirit box. So now we need to go grab... So now what I'll do is I'll grab the EMF and the radiation. And then I'll basically go through the room again. And what the other thing I'm noticing is the longer you're in here, the more things pop up, the more evidence you get. And you start getting stuff in your ghost room. So that's always nice. Whoa! The hell was that? I have a feeling we have a knife somewhere in a wall. I have a feeling that's what that sound was that we just heard. I don't know where, but I think that's what that was. Okay, the radiation thing will go off. We'll see if it goes off anywhere else. Okay, it is throwing out. See, that dino's still there, though. So maybe it's just a toy. I don't know. There are some things, like I said, there's some of the evidences that you just don't know exactly what they're talking about. So I'm waiting for clarification on those. On what exactly they're meaning. Okay, so we got knock photos. So those aren't knocked photos off the walls. They're just knocked photos. But basically, you have to go back through the house. But like I said, keep an eye on your heart rate. Okay, that's still off. But one of the things that the ghost will do. What the hell was that? Is possibly turn off and on the breaker. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 5, boom. So I'll drop that there. No radiation. So we'll just drop that there. I try to keep anything that's not it out of the ghost room. So we'll go back here, go EMF. And now let's just drag everything to that room. And then I'll take a couple more walkthroughs the house to see if anything else that I have observed. And yes, I still keep on hitting my mouse buttons to switch gear. Oh, nope. Okay, so we got freezing temps. So heart rate is going to need to be above 140. Drop this here to see if we get writing, but we got freezing temps. But the evidence part is the easy part. As far as finding the ghost room so far, it's the collecting all of this stuff. I mean, all of the, knives in the walls, broken plates, broken glass, pictures knocked off the wall. It's gathering all of that stuff and then putting it together to try to figure out what the ghost is. Okay, that was a mobile and book. Okay, music box is not turning on. Usually music box will turn on immediately, if it is. So does the pod. So I don't think it's going to be either one of those. We'll take both those out. So, no ghost orbs. Actually, let's grab the camera again just to check. But no radiation, REM pod, ghost writing. Oh, no, ghost writing we do have. So let's go grab our camera again, which is, look, this is why I kind of put it right here. And I'll look one more time, just to make sure we don't have ghost orbs. Okay, so we don't have ghost orbs. So, drop that. Where's our heart rate at? 145. Okay, so the ghost can pretty much start hunting us pretty much at any time. Let's go back to the room. Alright, so let's look at our journal here. We got 4 pieces of that. We've looked at everything else. So these are our steps. Make sure the breaker's off. Find the doll. The doll's right outside the room, so we got to put that in. Hold the book. When they say hold the book, they're talking about the ghost writing book. And make sure your team's 140. Now here's the trick part. What's the ghost? So this is where all the evidence. This is where now I'll run back to the house and see if there's anything else I see. Oh, see, open drawer. Oh, no, we already got open drawer. So we're okay there. But now I'll run back through because, I mean, it could be paintings are turned upside down. They wrote on the paintings. Like, we already got the mirrors. Like, there's been times where I've walked to the house, walked to the house, walked to the house, and then I come back in this room and there's crucifixes all over the wall. Let's go make sure the breaker is off before we do anything else. If that ball got moved, because that ball is usually somewhere, is usually at the bottom of the stairs, not there. So that's another ball moved. And on the book they call it football, so just be aware that for folks in the U.S. it's not a soccer ball, it's a football. But yeah, so now we're looking around, seeing if we've got anything else. Crap. We're dead. Yeah, we got trapped because there's nowhere. I mean, I guess I could have hid back there. So we were dealing with a Yuri, but we got some XP. So, so what did we have? So we had EMF, we had that, we had Spirit Box, Radiation none, Ghost Orb none, Rim Pod none, Ghost Writing true, Music Box false, Freedom Attempts true. Ghost with the Yuri, we never attempted the exorcism. But let's look at the, let me bring over the chart. The display chart here. For display capture. So we knew the Ghost of the Yuri. So that's an uncommon. Let's throw smash plates. Yuri's not even got throw smash plates. It does have dig graves. So see that might have kept me away from that. But we do have another uncommon right on mirrors. We have open drawers is a very rare. We had a throw bloody knife, which is common. And we don't have move dino toy. But this could have been thrown dino. Because the dino wasn't placed, it was kind of on its side. Which a Yuri doesn't do either. So I know people were, but here's the other thing though. Let me see. Throw kids toy. Yeah, throw kids toys. Didn't it? Yuri. Oh no, Yuri's here. So doesn't do that. Throw dino. Where's the throw dino at? Throw dino toy. Okay, boom. So I probably should add that as instead of move as a throw. So that would have been a common. So we had a few uncommons and we had a few commons to lead us towards Yuri. But this is part of the thing of what I was saying of what is the ghost? I mean, what are the clues? What do they actually mean? So it's all a work in progress. Let's see. How long have we been recording? 28 minutes? That should be enough for right now. So let me go back to this. Let me go back to Let's Chat. But that is just a little quick run through of Obsidio, of the basic controls, the basic gear, what you're going to do with it, walking around the house, trying to gather up your clues. And that's probably what I want to start calling it, is clues instead of evidence. Evidence is your tools, like EMF, all that kind of stuff, and clues are like the thrown plates, things like that. But I am thoroughly loving this game because of the clues. The clues are a really, really cool addition to the game, to this genre of, and it's the hardest part of it. The evidence part is easy. Once you get the hang of how to gather your evidence, that part's easy. The clues part is the part that there's a lot of information being thrown at you. Like I said, there's 80 different things on each of the tabs here. Let me escape here. Let me go back to this real quick. Let me go back to live scene. Yeah, so there are, between all of these, there are 80 different separate things. Now, some are on the, that some cross each other, but there are 80 separate things. Now, my problem is I don't know if some of those things are actually duplicates. So that's the part that I'm hoping that sooner or later someone will take a look at and go, they either cleaned up on their own or they answer my question. So we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will definitely be making more videos on these the more I learn. But I wanted to get a quick little video out there on it. But I hope you guys have a great day. If you guys like the video, please give the video a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I also do have a Patreon page now, but it's there. It is what it is. Like I'll have your name on videos at the end of the videos for being a Patreon supporter. If you are a streamer and you want some Dixper cards made, I can either help you make some Dixper cards or I can make you Dixper cards. Is one of the Patreon things that I'll do. But just little things like that. Nothing big. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys get Obsidio. I highly recommend the game. I'm loving the game thoroughly right now. So, but it is early access, so just remember that. It is early access. But for an early access game, so far the game is freaking wonderful. I'm loving it. But have a great day. Be safe. Take care. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.